I've been going on the phone so long. I be forgetting I be having the phone now.
Welcome everyone to the home of the
And I
Auburn
ain't been on the
Tigers,
phone so
Jordan
long.
Hare Stadium.
Be forgetting
As
I
we'll
have
see a
the phone.
squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. Noses his way through. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? He's just jogging.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game.
There he goes. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Knight. He wants to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man,
oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown Tiger. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Running to Green. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Plucks it out of the air. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Running back searching for a hole. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. What a cut. Now he's loose. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Unleashes one deep. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
4th down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and he's paying dividends now in game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Starts to scramble to the left. He's going to run it. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
At the 40, there he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
After the filthy move, he's got room. He's loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Once he got some room, it was over.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Knight. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle was finally made. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay at nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
I take that way.
Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field.
You could. See you, fella. Not out of the way.
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Snagged in the middle. It's Miller. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. As completion moves the sticks in, let's see if they try it again. Now the play fake. Looking deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He leaves it with his back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get your quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have
Don't
to
quit,
make
bro.
that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the ground to try to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it, though.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. handoff to Jones. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
You can't. You just put it at 10.
Back to pass, it's Simpson.
That's what I thought you had said.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The give to the back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Adams. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback running on the draw.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Got it set up on the outside. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it on the move. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here. At the very end of the first half, when you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Touchdown!
That should be cheap.
And what a turn of events as this defense gets the
Got to keep holes in the game. That should be so cheap.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football.
Cheap.
And then
That's
obviously
low down
interception in 6 points.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third.
Man, I'm finna eat you.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll do it himself on the draw. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Looking for room. It's Frazier. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Oh, it's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. The Dogs need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air. It's Stockton. The sure hands, it's Bell. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Off play action on first down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. The give to the lone running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
tries to do it himself on the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Looking left. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So the game will continue for at least one more play as the penalty gives the offense an untimed down. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Who that?
Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. Decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Going for it all. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Caught over the middle. It's Bell. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that third down. They're
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced. But this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
You need points to win this game, but it's a good sign that your offensive line is firing off the ball here late and getting some push. That was a really good-looking run late in this one.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff to the fullback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bell. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back.
It's such a fine line offensive.
Do what I do to nigga, baby. I mean, nigga, queen. I mean, niggas queens.
What? Why do this? What?